Morning folks. Saturday, which means protest day, but it also means that the horses are going to have a good day. Kind of. What do I mean by that? Well, I just noticed, in fact, arriving near Trafalgar Square, that instead of going the usual route and allowing a kind of free-for-all, the police have already implemented road closures, hence there being no traffic along the road I just came along, Northumberland Avenue. But, and this is the key point with the horses, it seems they've decided today to close Whitehall completely. Now, why is that good for the horses, you may wonder? Well, two reasons. First of all, peace and quiet. There's going to be no traffic along Whitehall at all, no traffic coming along, nothing. So that means that the horses are going to have peace and quiet, relatively speaking, traffic-wise, at least until the protest arrives. So yeah, Whitehall is completely closed off, no traffic coming down here. Oh, wait, except the police, that is. Hold on. Oh, I thought they're coming for me then. No, they're not, luckily. So yes, there it is, folks. There you can see it, closed. Road ahead closed. I tried to shut it down entirely. Numbers are not here yet, for two reasons. One, the protest doesn't start until much later. And two, it's a little bit murky this morning. Typically speaking, it might tend to dampen spirits somewhat. That said though, we will not find out until we get there. Anyway, back to why this is good news for the horses. Well, yes, our beloved HCAV black horses will have peace and quiet from traffic, but what they won't have obviously is peace and quiet from protesters or tourists. So it's a mixed bag. Again, apologies guys for the breezy sound in the camera microphone. 1 second. Okay, there we go. That said though, it's better they get at least a little bit of peace and quiet. Considerable police movements in the centre as well this morning, which is another thing to bear in mind. The horses, I believe, will be out this morning from the usual 10 a.m. start, but only until circa noon. That's what I've been told. I don't know, and these things are fluid. It could change, but it's eerily quiet here on Whitehall this morning. Will it stay eerily quiet? Nah, of course it won't. Let's see what happens when we get to horseguards. I mean, it could be closed. There might be no one there. There might not be any horses. And you want me to find out? Nice and chilly as well this morning. After yesterday's humidity, it's actually rather nice to be out on a crisp morning. I believe we're in a couple of minutes. I can't see the time, but I think we're in a couple of minutes from 10 a.m. Which, if the gates are open, should mean imminent horses. Yeah, it looks to me like the gates are open. And more importantly, I'm the first one here. Lucky me. Oh, actually, I'm not quite the first one here. Wait, let me just wait for the Japanese photo shoot to finish. There it is. Okay, that's done. Right, boxes are closed. Horses, no, zero, nothing, none. Yet, that is. There will be, at some point soon, guaranteed. On the other side of the street, they've closed the side roads as well, look. So in terms of traffic, the horses are definitely going to have a good day. The other reason they'll have a good day is that if it does close down here at noon, that will be it. Obviously, they'll take the horses off. They will not come back out today. So the horses are going to have, well, I mean, almost a half day today. It's going to be a very, very easy day for the horses. And that, I think, is a very good thing to see. Right, let's get in. Quite a few people here. It's not like ram-packed or whatever, but I mean, it's fairly busy, as you can see already. Look. Did I really get here pretty much just in time? That would be a bit of a miracle, wouldn't it? Guess we'll see. I'll be careful not to get in anybody's way. Bing bong. There's the 10 a.m. bell. Okay, so officers aimed at everybody behind the second white line. Hey, I didn't know that. I've never heard that before. But there we go. Second white line it is. Some of the tourists haven't quite figured that part out yet. Let's see. The police are going to move them. Either the police will move them or the horses will move them. Either way, they'll get moved. That's it. Still not the second white line, but never mind. Goes a troop with the boards for the fronts. Beware boards. Beware horses may kick or bite. You can faintly hear Big Ben as well, chiming 4:10 in the background. This is an enthusiastic horse, I can't wait to get to work. This is how the tourists get moved by the horse. That's it. Good job, guard. They were told. The horse's bum almost smashed a woman. Oops. Yeah, they're just not quite getting it, in fact. Never mind. Oh, goodness me. Okay, there's 2 troopers, so signs are hung, boxmen are out. Let's wait to see if the gatesmen, shitsmen are ready. These 2 are just completely oblivious to verbal instructions and an enormous horse. Basically saying, hey, ladies, you can't be here, but you know what? It happens. It's a typical thing. It happens almost every single day here. Okay, let's see who we've got. I've got a sneaky suspicion, very sneaky suspicion, that one of these 2 beauties... Oh, this one looks a bit depressed this morning. Hold on a second. He's like, I wanted the sunshine. All I've got is the shade and shadow and darkness. If I wanted darkness, I would have been here 300 years ago. So a teeny bit, yeah. Okay, but more importantly, we've got the Shitsman Gatesman relief coming up next. Get back in for that, folks. Should be able to get it cleanly. In fact, in the arch, as they change over the Chitsman and the Gatesman. Let's see. I think I'll be able to get it cleanly and clearly. Wait, actually, it's not going to go into the tunnel because it's not a relief. There's no one being relieved because this is the first shift of the day. So I think, actually, it's been so long since I've been here for the first shift of the day, I forgot. I think they just go to their positions, but let's see. Yeah, I've actually forgotten how it works. It's not a posse, guys. They're not coming to arrest me, don't worry. Okay, so they're in the tunnel. Let's see what happens in the tunnel. Okay, that's what happens in the tunnel. They've left behind a trooper. Now the one going back on the left will be obviously the Chitsman, which will leave the remaining trooper as the Gatesman, I believe, this morning. We'll see in a moment. I couldn't quite see because like before I've got my sunglasses on, which trooper is going to be the Gatesman. But wait, I can hear, I think, the trooper coming now, so we'll soon find out. There we are. In fact, it's Karen Slayer trooper that was here yesterday. Off she goes into the arch, and the tourists are being very respectful today. Look, she hasn't had to scream at anybody at all yet today from Greece, unlike yesterday. So yeah, everyone's being pretty good. Look, a little bit bemused. I'm like, oh my god, what's happening? Is it a medieval jousting contest? Should I be scared? Where do I place my beds? Look, even outside, everyone's like, whoa, horses, guards. Rain. Must be London. Plus we've got a simple fellow here, look. A medieval simple fellow. I think they used to call it court jester. He's wavering or whispering to the horse, look, with finger gestures. He's casting a spell. That's known as the simpleton spell. At the other end, as suspected, folks, talking to my camera, don't worry, not to you. At the other end, guys, I'll show you in a minute, as suspected, we've got a large and glorious horse that was here yesterday. Oh, here comes the court jester again, look. Is that it? Finish? Spell cast. Okay, now he's blowing kisses at the horse. This is what happened since Margaret Thatcher, our very late Prime Minister, abolished care in the community. We get a lot of Fruit Loops out and about in London. We see them here quite regularly, actually. It's a bit of a Fruit Loop magnet. Ta-da! This is the Orchid's here today as well. C'est super, c'est magnifique, c'est bon. C'est trop beau, cheval. C'est super. All admiring it. They're kind of like, I'm not quite sure if I've got a baking tray large enough for this animal. And the lady's like, well, I mean, if we cut it into 4 pieces, it should fit in the Arga. Some clown in the video calls India on his phone right next to me. Oh, she's sacrificing her hand. She's like, I give here the hand of the Frenchie for the King of Angleterre. Meanwhile, we've got somebody with a stepladder. Hold on, guys. I'm not sure if this guy's breaking in or what's going on here. Is he about to be arrested with his step? Nope. All is well. Don't worry. It's not a robber in training, guys. Yeah, look. I thought he was going to get on the top of the horse box and try and steal some of the crown jewels that was apparently, legend has it, still sprinkled up there. Okay, here's the clown that's on the voice call. Let's see if he decides to voice call his mum in the arches. That would be fun, wouldn't it? Imagine, for example, if this lovely lady guard made an example of him. I wonder if I should tell him that the Haagen-Dazs pop-up is through those black doors. What do we think? Ah, damn it, now he's going the wrong way. That's a shame, isn't it? Oh well. Never mind, that's my fault for being too slow. Yeah, next time. Okay, so this is the picture that the Frenchies are getting of the horse, the guard, and indeed the yard here at horseguards. Lovely. Anyway, the other horse, folks, at the other end, is the one and the only, and this morning the not very lonely, because there are so many Tories here, including the court jesters here as well, look, laughing and gagging at his own jokes. Pretoria. Yeah, Pretoria plus magnificent guard. And Pretoria's a lucky boy this morning. Why? Because the other horse is in that gloomy box at the other end where the sun hasn't yet decided to grace with its presence. But as you can see, Pretoria has got the sunny end. Look at the way that the light is hitting the wet streets. Ignore the police fans, guys. It's only because they're expecting a massive protest and likely multiple arrests this afternoon. Yeah, lucky Pretoria, eh? That horse has really got a lot of luck. Had this end yesterday and enjoyed the sunshine late, and gets it again this morning. I mean, it's really a magnificent looking animal, isn't it? Video that I put up this morning was also... The audio is constantly getting in, chap. Okay, so that didn't take a long time, did it? As you see, somebody got massively screamed at, and probably for his own stupidity, just like yesterday. Another lady guard not taking any nonsense from this stupid tourist. Goodness me. Part of the reason, in fact, that happened is because the chain wasn't up this morning. Yeah, he didn't know that with it just wandering into the arches with his kid, but wow. We've got an all-female team in the arches this morning, and goodness me, did she let rip or what? The officer's giggling a little bit. The police officer, that is, not the guard. Why? Because he's looking very bashful. Whoa. God damn, that's a voice and a half, isn't it? Whoa. Yeah, she certainly is. Wow. She is, she's owning it, the lady guard this morning. God damn it. I'm pretty sure that I saw some of the stonework trembling in the arch above her after that. Shocking. And magnificent as well. He just strolled in there with his kid. In his defence, the chain wasn't up, he didn't know. But a little bit of an unfortunate experience. Very curious. It's already starting to build up here. Oh. I'm genuinely shocked, guys, about how loud that shout was. The arches! He must have actually walked right up, in all likelihood, to the stable doors to get a scream that loud right in his face. And it's an interesting thing, actually, because I feel a little bit sad for the guard at the other end this morning. In front of us we have the glorious 18 hands to magnificent Pretoria, as you can see. And as we saw inside, we've got two lady guards, one as the gatesman on the left, and the second as the chitsman on the right. So, one female boxman, two female guards on foot, leaving the chap on the other horse at the other end as the sole male guard that is on duty this morning. So it really is an all-female, all-star team. How happy does Pretoria look as well in this light? I didn't really manage to capture too much footage of this horse yesterday. Here we are, look, it kind of gives a bit more of a scale. It's a massive horse. I mean, just look at the size of him. And totally, like the really, really large horses, totally chill as well. Like I said yesterday, you know, when the horse is that large, it doesn't really need to worry about nipping the tourists. All it needs to do is move, even a millimetre or two, and they all scatter like rats. Really magnificent light is starting to hit now. The rain has cleared. Got super lucky with the light this morning. Beautiful light. Look at that. Is it light on the walls, folks? Falling on that stone. Both the horses have got glorious sunshine.
Come on. Oh, I've got some more. Right, come on. Okay. One more, Shazza. I'll get it. Did someone get that picture? I got it, yeah.
It's rather nice and pleasant having Whitehall as something of a Champs-Élysées type promenade, minus the traffic. Maybe they should consider closing it permanently to traffic, make it a massive tourist boulevard. God, that very, very odd clown jester guy is still over there. I also have no idea what he's doing. What the hell is that thing in his hand? He's high, I swear. Look, absolutely out of it. Oh, there's a tub of cream. Not sure what he needs to lubricate out here in public. Guess we'll find out in a second. What the hell is he doing? Like a big tub of sloppy oil. That's it, yep, chap, that's it. Can laugh and smirk. It's odd, it's plain odd. Something's a bit off there, 100%. Okay, he dropped the greasy oil back in his bag. Just plain weird. I don't understand why this place has a bit of a magnetic effect. Oh, wait, actually the oil is actually hair gel. He's gelling his hair. Maybe ready for a picture with the horse. Look. Why would you gel your hair in public? More importantly, you can't actually now get the gel, the stickiness off your hands. I must be missing something, guys. Perhaps I've been doing things wrong my entire life. I thought that you kind of did your hair at home in the bathroom and not outside with the horse, but there we are. It is what it is. See this guy, Brandon, on the right? See the guy who's been... You see that he's got like some oil out there, his hair and stuff. What the hell is he doing? Look. It's a bit odd though. You notice he's putting that all over his face as well. It's some kind of sticky, it looks like lard or sticky kind of gel. I thought it was hair gel, but it's not hair gel, no?
I don't know.
Do you want to give them a heads up, just in case? Because that really does not look right to me at all.
I'm just wondering why the fuck he's doing that.
Yeah, he's completely out of it. What on earth? It's just like every single time there. He's been here for a good while as well. He was acting very odd at the other end, first of all. Yeah, he definitely needs to be referred, there's no doubt about that, in fact. You see doing it odd. Oh, here comes another one.
That's what I love about it. It seems to attract some weirdos.
No, but I mean, in some respects, yeah, it's interesting and unique, but in other respects, it kind of makes you think, like, hold on, just why? No? Plus, it attracts a magnificent horse. It's super odd, guys, there. My friend is keeping an eye on him because that just smells a bit off. Almost like the guy's putting some kind of oil all over himself. I thought he was putting hair gel on, but he's actually put it all over his face, his hands, his arms, his neck. I don't know what is going on there. Definitely not normal behaviour. You see the guy in the leather jacket?
Yeah.
Right over there. Yeah, he's been like putting all kinds of weird oil all over his hands and arms and neck and stuff, like from a big tub. He's just totally out of it.
Yeah.
Typical.
I got somebody go robbed here.
Yeah, yesterday Mike got pickpocketed. They took his wallet out of a zipped pocket. I'm pretty sure Abdullah saw the guy that did it as well.
You know, many times it happened to me, somebody's opening my bag from the back.
Yeah?
Oh, you know what the people do? They got 4 or 5 of them and they look very nicely dressed. One person comes to open the bag,
Surround
and
you,
4
yeah?
of them, they cover him. No, so nobody watching them.
If you see people that you think you might be doing it, whatever, then tell me. Mention it to me. I don't care if there's
I've
2 of
taken
them or
myself first.
200 of them. Just tell me.
You know, it's happened to me many times. One day I was in Regent Street, and the 2 girls here outside selfie, you know, was making walking video, and I knew that they talked. I had nothing in the bag. You know what I do now? I put nothing in there, only paper. Yeah.
What are you doing? You seem to be following me around constantly this morning. Everywhere I go, you end up turning up next to me.
You're very
Not
famous man,
a
you know?
smart idea, trust me, yeah?
Yeah. So what they were doing, John, listen, you know, that 2 girls, they got like a shopping bag in their hand, you know, a nice one.
Yeah.
And they're walking nicely dressed. And they start opening my bag. At certain point,
Seriously?
you know, listen, at certain point, you know what I done? I switched my camera like this. Yeah. Believe you me, man, they run like a Linford Christie, you know.
That's the key, isn't it? In fact, yeah, if you've got the camera and you quickly
they're doing
record them.
Yeah.
Okay, the police just spotted the weirdo. 1 second. He's still there. Then it was more interesting actually. Even Pretoria's now just like, I don't know what is going on. Even Pretoria's now looking.
He's mounted the monument and started kissing it.
What is it today? It's a very odd day, isn't it? Exceedingly odd day. Like, so we've got glorious Pretoria, who's also having a little bit of a wonder.
So we've got a man snogging at the moment, and we've got a man thinking he's a cat.
What he's doing is thinking he's a cat. Oh, wait, 1 second. He's going to change into his pajamas. Maybe he's going to get in the box and have a sleep with the horse. Pretoria is not willing to share his box with anyone, no matter what. Okay, so he's all lubed up and ready for action. The only question is, what kind of action? Horses, the stories that they have to tell each other in the stables are kind of like, oh wow, do you remember that guy that lubed himself up in front of me that day? I was really scared about what he might do to me in the stables. Utterly bizarre. Hey, I mean, at least we get to enjoy the glory of the horse, and I'm quite impressed that my camera is managing to focus clearly on two distinct subjects at once. Shout out to the engineers at Samsung. No, I was talking to Mano, I missed it. Saturday mornings, eh? Okay, the horse can rest assured. The lube man has decided to take a stroll, thankfully. Okay, so relative peace returns. It's actually very lucky that they did add the chain. Yes, we got that massive shout earlier, but there would have been many more if the chain were not there. Because to be fair to the tourists, they wouldn't actually know how close they're allowed to get if the chain isn't present. I mean, if there's a chain there and you get shouted at, it's because one, you're lacking common sense, or two, you're deliberately trying to provoke a reaction. And as you can see right now, it's pretty clear which areas are off limits. Chain, chain, and chain, etc. In other words, designated as, hey, kingsguard only. Or, of course, the police, or, of course, troopers. Sorry, guys. I didn't want to disturb your video. It's okay, thank you. That's very kind. That's the guys I was joking about earlier, coming here to commit a robbery with a step ladder. But no, they're actually working here. Oh, and they're allowed to take the chain down. In they go. Ta-da! Don't worry, guys, this is not a heist. It's not the Fast and Furious volume 754. The light this morning here is really, really, really glorious. It's a super morning to be out early. Gonna have my one and only stroll to the back to look at that light at the end of the tunnel. Because let's be honest, guys, all of us like at some point in our lives to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Here it is. This is my special moment. Plus we get to see the pilgrims that are coming over here. Pilgrimage from Buckingham Palace to Horse Guards to pay tribute. But more importantly, and I'm not being serious for a moment, when you get that sun in the morning here, look at the way it hits the building over here. The old forts with the ivy in the distance, look at that. Green and red ivy, those glorious autumnal colours. Isn't that absolutely magnificent? Wow. Yeah, that's pretty special. And if anyone wondering, actually, I don't know if I actually ever filmed the entrance to it. Maybe I did. That's the entrance to the Guards Museum, the Household Cavalry Museum. Its official title. This is where we get a lot of traffic in and out, in and out. Okay, the guy that's following me around now has vanished, which is good. There we have it. Lovely bright morning. It isn't particularly pleasant. There's still a lot of water on the ground. However, and this is what matters most, there's no rain forecast for today until later this evening. So we should now, in theory, be able to get a decent amount of time at the front with the horses with peace and quiet until that protest kicks off a little bit later. I'm just happy actually that they brought out Pretoria first, not because he is the most spectacular horse, I mean he certainly is that, but more importantly, if they had to terminate the second shift early because of the protests or security concerns, Pretoria would have been taken off. So he gets his full, completely unobstructed 1 hour here on duty. And you know what? I think that's good. It's a very nice beret. Vous parlez français? Sorry. I know, I'm sorry. I was hearing a little bit of Frenchy there. Guys, I'm talking with a tourist from Marseille. Salut toi, ça va? Oh man, I'm going to move away so I make myself laugh. Wait 1 second. It's not really a tourist from Marseille. It's a friend of mine that turned up this morning wearing a beret. I have no idea why he wore a beret today. Nick's got a beret. He's wearing a beret, just like a Frenchman.
Yeah. I thought it's somebody else.
Oh, it's not Nick today, it's Nicolas, obviously, a French version. I'm going to call him Nicolas today. Okay, back at the horse. Happy tourists, not totally relaxed, but people coming out the gate are like, oh my god, it's so bright here, I'm blinded by the light. Blinded by the light. I have no idea if the kid on the left is part of the same group we just turned up. Oh, who's up next? Another happy tourist. Lots and lots of people here. They're just a little bit unsure, and to my mind that's a good thing about how close they're allowed to go. Now why is that a good thing, you might wonder? Well, it means they're erring on the side of caution and respect, which as we know is often sorely lacking here. Who's going to come up next, I wonder? Anyone didn't bring sunglasses today? Wow. Even I'm squinting a little teeny weeny bit and I've got sunglasses on, guys. It's that bright here this morning. The light is incredible. See how everything's sort of jumping out into the camera, those colours. Magnificent. It's a real pity that we missed that massive shout actually in the Archers a little bit earlier. However, even the police are happy. Look, got the early shift in the sunshine. It's all good. I'm back with super glorious Pretoria in the sunshine. What a big softie this horse is there, you can tell. Everyone's way back there today. Not sure exactly why, but it's just the size that is a deterrent. I'm going to stay way back myself as well for a minute. See if anybody's brave enough to get up super close. If they do, I hope for their sake that they don't grab the reins. Big Ben that we can hear again. I think that's bongy for the 10:30. In fact, it's funny, because being here during the week, being here during the week, it's nice to be able to wander over into the middle of the road. Being here during the week, there's so much noise pollution from the traffic, from the tourists, from just the hustle and bustle of everything here in the centre that one often completely you can't really overlook it. I mean, I guess you can overlook it. Overlooks the chiming of the bells. Big Ben, that is. It's always there, omnipresent, but it just kind of gets lost. I mean, yes, we've got the bell tower here at Horseguards, and the bells that we hear chiming are up there in the tower. But it's not the same. Big Ben has a certain majestic tone, in fact. Being able to walk across, though, gives more of a scope of the way that people are here in terms of where they stand. They're just sort of all over the place. The only traffic we've got along here, as usual, on Saturdays, this is being week 3 now, are police vehicles. Now, this is the first time that they closed Whitehall entirely. And last week there was still traffic. Now, I think the reason they've done it is that the protest today, starting at Embankment, Victoria Embankment, which is very, very close to where we are now. So once that begins and moves, it'll converge on Whitehall in realistically less than 10 minutes. So I think they were very smart, actually, to close it today, to lock it down completely. Better to deploy the resources elsewhere. Yeah, I mean, Pretoria's kind of being neglected by the tourists. She's like, what about me? It is a spectacular horse. And also notice that, I don't know whether it's accidental or intentional, the back gates of the boxes have been left open this morning. I say of the boxes plural. One second, let's have a look and see if that's an accident or whether they actually did intentionally leave both sets of doors open. It's unusual. Oh yeah, they have, look. I can't think why they would have done that, in particular this morning. It's not hot. I don't know. I mean, there's got to be a reason. I don't think it's as simple as, hey, we forgot to close the backs of the boxes. So most bizarre. Not that I'm complaining. I mean, to be honest, some of the best views are from the yard looking out onto the main road. And come on, there aren't too many buildings like that, even here in London. Very pleasant to have a little Saturday stroll, a leisurely stroll around this central area. And your lube man has completely vanished, which is good. Intrigued already to see which horses they'll bring out at 11. It's now 35 minutes past 10 here on Saturday morning at Horseguards in the sunshine on an unusual day because there are no barriers, there is no traffic. We've just got the biggest blues horse, Pretoria, you can see over there, and happy tourists, completely oblivious to the fact that they are actually getting pictures with the largest horse in the Blues and Royals. Quite a privilege, to be fair. The only horse I'd probably want to get a picture with instead would be Pagan. Now, curiously enough, despite the fact that oh, hold on, look at this. Police horses are wearing riot gear already. That's extraordinary. Full riot gear. Okay, I was not expecting that. Beautiful dapple grey on the right, but interesting to see that both the officers and the horses have got full riot gear this morning. Now, last week they didn't actually have riot gear. They were not wearing riot gear. So it's kind of curious. Are they expecting trouble? I have no idea. Yeah. The decision to kit up the horses is not taken lightly, I can tell you that. So that's very unusual. I think that's only the second time this year we've seen that. I'm not sure where they're going to be heading either if they're going that way. That's toward Buckingham Palace. The protest will be going nowhere near there this morning. So I wonder where we've got riot clad police horses. Very odd. Also, haven't actually seen the guard doing her rounds at the front this morning. I'm not sure why that is. Yeah, everything's a little bit topsy-turvy. I mean, fine with me, but more police vehicles. I think, to be honest, everyone's kind of wondering if there's a special event here today. Because, as I said, the road is closed. There's absolutely no street traffic at all. In fact, other than the sort of very slight bustle and hustle of the tourists moving and talking, it's very quiet here. It's partly why I'm not speaking as loudly as usual, to be honest, because it's a little bit awkward to be speaking super loudly, because everyone's looking at me. Why is that guy talking to his camera? It is kind of playing a little bit, the weather that is. Spitting. Really hope it doesn't rain. I really hope it doesn't rain. Will it? I don't know. It might. If it does, it does. Manu said that we're all going to call you Nicolas today. It fits. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I just posted a video, so I hope I'm right. That one I'm not sure, actually. I think instinctively, wait, TA, to Massey Ancora, that horse, TA. Yeah. Yeah, I know, it's a bit of a mouthful. Yeah. But they're only here until noon. They're getting taken off at noon, at the latest, yeah. So. Yep, noon, guys. Fun and games with the horse will be over at noon. It's been actually a bit of a pleasure because the Blues will be heading off almost certainly on Monday morning. Tomorrow, not going to be a great day weather-wise. This could well be the last sunny time with this glorious animal. Everybody's speaking to Richie. This is why I'm being careful when I turn around, because the second that sunlight hits the camera, boom. The other guard at this end hasn't had any trouble at all this morning. Not a single reason to either jerk the reins or to shout, which is a great thing as far as I'm concerned. Helicopters in the sky.
Stand by the wall. A little bit in. A little bit in.
Yeah, this one I'm pretty sure, guys, from yesterday. I think it's TA. Actually, that said 2 white socks at the back. I can't confirm, actually. Instinctively, I thought it was when I looked over. I thought this horse was TA. To Massey Ancora. Bit of a mouthful, I know, but named after the late Queen's former equerry. Okay, so that's volume 1, guys, of this morning. The theft is complete, as you can see. Look, they haven't got the ladder this time. They've just got the jewels. See how heavy that bag is? All the jewels and the gold bars. He's putting the bag on his back casually, pretending that they haven't taken anything. That's how you do it, guys. Absolute professionals. Brilliant. And they even left the ladder behind. then again, if you've just taken 100 millions worth of gold and jewels. I'm seeing actually, wait, there's another trooper on a horse in the yard. Hold on, what time is it? This seems somewhat premature. It's actually, wait, 10:40. Wow, that is pretty early. Oh, the lieutenant is arriving. A salute. Yep, lieutenant in the sunshine. Super. I wasn't expecting that. What a lovely thing to see, in fact. Always at the unexpected moments, eh? Anyway, so yes, that's the lieutenant, guys. I still have that issue of mispronunciation, okay? Don't hold me to account too much. I am well aware that it is lieutenant, the British pronunciation, and not lieutenant, the US American pronunciation. So there we are. The lieutenant just arrived. Why? Because, of course, we will have the morning inspection. It being Saturday, that penny just dropped, is why the troopers are getting ready inside the stable area. I'll see how busy it is here and whether or not they're going to lock the front, because I seem to remember on Saturdays they do lock the front. So I will be back, guys, hopefully a little bit later for part 2 today. Thank you for watching.